our third Google Hangout. Thank you so much for joining us, and I really appreciate your time. So what I want to talk about today is the subject of free radicals. Now, I first heard about free radicals when I was at university. I remember the conversation back then was about these things that were going to cause so much damage to the world. It was going to be new diseases that we had never heard of before. And these days, for sure, that's exactly what's happening. Is free radicals are now affecting us as a society, as a population, so much more, and causing such problems that previous to this we'd not seen. So, what are free radicals? What I'm going to cover is the biggest discovery, is free radicals. Chemistry 101, so you can understand what they are and how they're caused. What causes them, repairing them, how we go about that, and nutrition, antioxidants. So Dr. Wilkes said the most important discovery in medicine in the last half century concerns free radicals. Free radicals have been linked at last count to 60 diseases, of which cancer and Alzheimer's is just 2 of them. So what are they? So go back to Chemistry 101. If you've got an atom, say an atom of oxygen, where you've got a nucleus, that's made up of neutron and proton, and then on the outside of that, you've got these electrons scooting around. Now, there's 2 layers. One level has 2 electrons, and the outer level has 8 electrons. And if it's got 8 electrons, it's a balanced cell or balanced atom. And then if it doesn't, it can either get another electron from another atom, or it can join with another atom, such as this H2 molecule down the bottom here. So what can cause these cells to lose electrons? Because what happens is when they lose electrons, that's when they become free radicals. So it's the toxins, it's the UV rays actually from the sun, it's the chemicals in our environment, in the home, it's stress, and it's the foods that we eat, including not just the party foods, but the trans fats. It's other foods, it's the composition of the foods, the chemicals that go onto our foods, or the gases that we use to ripen those foods. It's the chemicals that are inside of our personal care items, the colourings, the dyes. It's all of these things that are now affecting the cells within our body at such a rate that these free radicals are overpowering the rest of our cells. Because free radicals are actually caused when we exercise, when we, just by general nature of living, free radicals are caused. But the cause of free radicals isn't the issue. It's that they're in such numbers that our body can't fight them. And it's also because, and I'll get to that in a minute, it's also because of the chemicals that are in our foods. So imagine that you've got an atom that's might be stable, but it's not too strong. It's not a very strong molecule because it doesn't have the 8 electrons around the outside. So this is a stable molecule, but it's not very strong. So along comes another atom which takes off the electron from the outside, and this molecule now becomes a free radical. And it now wants to balance itself up by getting back to that stable 8 electrons around the outside. So it goes around scavenging electrons from other molecules. And in the meantime, it's creating a lot of unstable molecules out there, and in fact, a lot more free radicals. And so this free radical is running around trying to balance itself out, creating more free radicals in the process. Hence, degeneration of the cells that have been created. So once a cell, or to actually neutralize or balance this cell back out, what we need are antioxidants. Now, our food can provide those through nuts and fruits and vegetables. There's a lot of antioxidants in these food items. Hippocrates said, "Let thy food be thy medicine." And of course, we should focus on our food on our health, because it really is the thing that we've got. But if these fruits and vegetables and nuts actually already include in them pesticides and chemicals and things that are going to cause free radicals, we're actually doing ourselves just as much harm by consuming them as we are by not consuming them. Well, not quite. We're just a little bit more benefit by consuming them, but not enough. And this is where organic fruits and vegetables and organically grown nuts are vital, because organic means that now that you're missing out on those. Fortunately, they're not including toxins and pesticides in these fruits and vegetables that we're eating and consuming. So in fact, the antioxidants in them are now able to do their job and to eradicate the free radicals. Not conversely, but simultaneously, we can also take a supplement, an antioxidant supplement. And this is the resources. This is what would happen with an antioxidant. The antioxidant has more electrons around the outside than the 8, and it then means that it's able to donate an electron to a free radical cell and balance that free radical cell back out. And then that free radical cell, that balanced free radical cell, is no longer a free radical cell, is able to return to its regular function or to be excreted from the body. So it's no longer a menace, it's no longer causing a problem. Antioxidants don't have this issue of needing to get to 8 because they're already balanced, and their structure is such that they can donate cell electrons to other molecules and cells. So let's just recap. So cells, atoms, electrons, free radicals, basically, when an electron breaks off, that atom or cell becomes a free radical. These electrons are broken off because of toxins, pollution, diet and lifestyle, and repairing cells can be done through our foods or through supplementation. Optimal nutrition and antioxidants are important for good health of our cells and of each of the atoms. So, free radicals are called free because they drift around until they can steal an electron from another molecule. And they're radical because there's lots of them. The main threat of free radicals comes from the harm that can be caused when they damage the cellular information, the DNA. Such damage causes the cell to perform inadequately or die, or worse, to create more free radicals in the process of trying to resolve its issue and balance itself back out. The body has this self-defense mechanism that it gets through the foods that we eat. And since the body is unable to produce the required micronutrients, it is essential to supply them through our diet or via supplementation of quality vitamins and antioxidants. So, hopefully now you're fully conversant with free radicals. You're fully understanding of where they come from and what creates them. And hopefully you'll be able to go away and understand more about how you can treat free radicals through your foods, through supplementation, and also be mindful that it has to be organic foods to get the best results. Thanks very much for joining me. Good health to you until we speak again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Health and You. Bye for now. Bye for now. So long.